If I fell into the deep end of a swimming pool 5 years ago, I would be dead. If you were afraid of the water growing up like I was, then there aren't too many things scarier than the deep end of a backyard swimming pool, or boating, or pool parties, or the beach. In fact, I was terrified of all of those things until I was 25 when my wife made me take swimming lessons. Otherwise, we couldn't go anywhere cool for our honeymoon. So it took about 6 months of really persistent effort and classes. But what I found is that the classes weren't really designed for people who were completely afraid of the water to begin with. So fortunately, I can distill down in just a few minutes the key techniques of getting from completely afraid of the water to basically not dying and getting to a point where you can start to enjoy yourself. So you'll need a couple of things in decreasing order of importance. The first are a good pair of goggles. So the reason why we want goggles, even though we don't know how to swim yet, is because when the water goes into our eyes and we can't see, we start to freak out. So it allows you to keep your eyes open underwater, and also keeps the water out of your eyes so you don't feel like you're drowning. The other thing we need is a kickboard. The kickboard is just a regular kickboard available on Amazon. So you can just order these things and you'll be good to go. Some optional items. A swim cap. Now, even though we don't know how to swim, and even if we have relatively short hair, the swim cap also prevents us from freaking out, because if we bring our head up out of the water and our hair retains the water, then the water is going down our head and we tend to snort it in, and it still feels like we're kind of drowning. So the swim cap allows the water to go down your head a lot faster. First thing that we need to do is get into the pool. Now, there are stairs here, and we can take the stairs. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but if you can swim already, don't laugh, because this is hard for some people, and it was hard for me too. So always do this in a place where you have supervision. Always do this in a pool where you have supervision. Sometimes the bottom of the pool can feel slippery and you'll feel like you want to fall, and even though it's only 3 feet of water, you're still kind of freaked out. That's okay, just take it slow. This whole process, I'm going to do it fast, but it can take some serious time. Okay, so now that we are in the pool, get your goggles, wet the goggles and your face, put them on, and the first step is just to get used to putting your head underwater and realizing that it feels okay. And you might have to do this like 100 times before you start feeling comfortable. Remember, this is where I said that having a swim cap might actually be helpful, because it will prevent the water from continuing to drip into your face after you put your head underwater. And it's kind of cool because swim caps are really stylish and you can start to look like a real swimmer without actually knowing anything about what you're doing. Generally, you want the goggle strap to go behind the swim cap. Okay, try it again. And you can hold your nose too if you want to begin with. Okay, once that starts to feel comfortable, then you can start to float. Now, this could take several days to get from the last step to this step, but we're going to see what it's like to float. Don't worry if you freak out. It's okay. Just what does it feel like to be on top of the water, letting the water support your weight? Okay, the next step, and this could, again, take quite some time, is to start with the kickboard. So to use the kickboard, hold it like this out in front of you, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold the kickboard out in front of you. You're going to put your face in the water and blow bubbles like this. Then when you need to take a breath, just put your head straight up, and what you're going to do is kick. And don't worry about technique for any of this. So the more you worry about technique is a distraction. So technique is a distraction. Just do what feels good and what pushes you forward. We're just trying to push ourselves forward, getting from 0 to something, 0 to not dying. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is incorporate a pull to the procedure. So hold the kickboard out with one hand, and then you are going to grab the kickboard here with both hands, and as you bring your hand underneath your body and bring it forward, you're going to breathe. So only on one side, whatever side feels more comfortable. Again, don't worry about technique, don't worry about switching sides. We're just trying to not die, right? Here we go. Okay, that might take an entire session or an entire month of sessions at the pool in order for you to get right. Now that's fine, that's totally fine. Okay, once we're good with that, we take a really big step and we get rid of the kickboard. We're still going to hold out one arm in front of us. We're going to pull, we're going to breathe on only one side. Only one side, only one side. Okay, again, that may take quite some time to get right. That's fine, don't worry about it. And in fact, that might take months to get right. It's okay. The last step is to put everything together and to do a full freestyle stroke. Now, I know that a lot of people like to start with breaststroke. I don't think that's a good idea. I think freestyle or front crawl stroke is better to start with because the breathing is a lot easier to incorporate, in my opinion. So how this looks, basically, is that we have one arm out, we pull, then we pull the other arm, then we pull, and we only breathe on one side. Do not worry about technique. Technique is a distraction. It's important to go as slow as humanly possible when doing this. Do not worry about anyone else going, like an Olympic swimmer. Like, go really slow. Go as slow as you can, and then slow that down 100% more. All right, that's it. I hope you found this useful. Please let me know if you did, and I think you'll find that swimming can really enrich your life. So until next time, take care.